Hello everyone and welcome to game number 3 between IdrA spawning as a red Zerg and his opponent's going to be LiquidNazgul spawning as a blue Protoss. If you didn't see game number 1 and game number 2 between these players, please check it out. They're pretty good games from both players, and yep, this is the third one, and whoever wins this one goes to the next round, whatever this tournament is. I don't really know. I know this is best out of 3, so as far as I know. And the map actually is going to be cool as Arena, which is really not commonly used map right now, but the professional players, this map is kind of, I don't really see a lot of players playing on this map because it's really hard to play on this map because I don't really know why. I'm just saying because I don't really see this map being played as much as often. And LiquidNazgul is going to be putting a pylon right over here next to his kind of small choke, whatever you want to call it. And he's probably going to try to wall it off because you really need to wall off against the Zerg player in case of any speedlings coming into your base. And look at IdrA is going to be scouting actually the correct way, and by the time this overlord gets here, he knows exactly what's happening over here. And this overlord I think is going to be over here like IdrA likes to do, just chill over here so your opponent can't really see you over there. And this probe is going to be coming over here, hopefully building some gateway because he really needs to wall it off. Yep, gateway's going down from LiquidNazgul, and IdrA actually is getting a spawning pool before the hatchery, and it's not really kind of standard opening. Pretty much it's a standard opening from Zerg player. I don't think it's standard opening from IdrA because IdrA likes to get an early hatchery then the spawning pool, and then he's just going to be owning all the players, but he's not actually getting a hatchery before the spawning pool. Okay, instead he's actually gonna go start scouting his drone because he really wants to know where his opponent is. And this overlord is going to be going somewhere over here hopefully, and I guess this drone's going to be going all the way up over here, which is a long way for this guy to hollow his ass. And this overlord is gonna know exactly that LiquidNazgul is over here, and second pylon coming in from LiquidNazgul, and he should be getting a gateway, cybernetic core just to finish the wall over here. And my computer is lagging, I really apologize because my AMD processor really not that good. And LiquidNazgul is going to be scouting in the wrong way, but he did not see this overlord coming in, and IdrA knows exactly where his opponent right now, so he's probably going to bring this drone back to his base and start getting some Zerglings in the way. IdrA actually has 6 Zerglings in the way, so he's going to try to put as much pressure as he can on the LiquidNazgul. With the 6 Lings, you can do a lot of damage right now because there's really no wall over here, and he's not getting any Stalkers, and the Stalkers are not going to be finished in time because the cybernetic core is just being placed down. So I'm just gonna try to put as much pressure as he can, and I think he should have got an early extractor just to get speedlings on the field as soon as he could, because speedlings are doing work over here. And look at this, it's gonna take a while before the stalker actually coming out, and I'm just gonna start focusing down on the pylon, or maybe he's gonna go into the middle line. And look at this, LiquidNazgul has to bring some probes from the middle line to defend against this, and he's not mining at all. Whoa, what are these guys are doing? They're all going somewhere, which is really weird. And I just dancing around with the Zerglings, stopping LiquidNazgul from mining. And the probe Oscar looks like getting pissed at those Zerglings, and I just focused, just running around with the Zerglings, trying to do as much damage. He's not really doing damage, but he's doing economic damage. He's just stopping LiquidNazgul from mining. Look at this. It's like 6 probes are not mining, so that's a lot of minerals not coming in towards into income. And one of them actually gonna go down. And no, I think he did, but I don't think he did at the same time. And there is still 3 Zerglings running around LiquidNazgul's base, and he needs to bring the second Stalker to kill down these Zerglings, because these guys are just dancing over here. And look at this, LiquidNazgul really doesn't want to use his probes to attack. And all the Zerglings are finally down, and IdrA's going to be getting his own expansion right over here and transferring 4 drones like he likes to do towards his base, and he's going to be researching metabolic boost to get some speedlings on our field. And this overlord is going to be floating around, and LiquidNazgul actually is going to be pushing out with 2 Stalkers, trying to put a little bit pressure on IdrA because he knows that he doesn't have any Zerglings right now because he sacrifices them. And Roach Stand is being placed right behind the middle line over here, and I don't think LiquidNazgul actually seen this, and the Queen is gonna go to work, but I don't think it's a fair battle for the Queen against the Stalkers, because Queen doesn't do that much damage actually. Only do like 4 damage, so really they don't really attack that much. And Spinecrawler should be finishing right now, but the Stalkers can sneak like right over here in the corner and start attacking the drones, and the drones are kind of out of position. One of the drones is going down, but no, Spinecrawler is on the field, and there's like bunch of Zerglings to defend against and a Queen, so IdrA should be good for now to defend against any Stalkers. And LiquidNazgul is going to be getting 2 more gateways like he did the last game, and he's getting a Twilight Council again, so he might gonna go for the Blink Stalkers like he did first 2 games in a row. And really, oh, he actually finishing off the wall with that gateway. And yep, this probe's gonna go back to the base, and he actually is getting Blink Stalkers because the Blink Stalkers are effective on this map. You can blink up over here when your opponent has expansion. You can really annoy your opponent right here, or blink up over on a high ground if you have a probe over here or something. And IdrA actually is gonna be pushing back. He didn't really attack because he's seen that the wall is finished with this Overlord. And he's just going to be sitting back, kind of getting a pretty good army of roaches, some Zerglings, trying to push out as soon as he gets enough roaches to do as much damage as he can towards LiquidNazgul's economy or base or just whatever. And these 2 the queen is just going to be chilling over here, and LiquidNazgul, getting a pretty good army of stalkers over here. And he should be doing this warp gates, yep, getting warp gates, and he should be warping in as many stalkers as he can, trying to use the blink. But the roaches are on the field, and they have range of 4 now, so it's making it hard on a Protest player to defend against them. The roaches are in range to attack those. Look at this, they are in range to attack the warp gates actually, and these 2 stalkers, only one of them can actually attack. And look at this, LiquidNazgul has to move his stalkers, blink them just to attack those roaches, and the roaches are in range still, but there's not enough stalkers to attack this, and one of the stalkers is being pulled back. And actually one of the roaches went down, and look at this, that increase in range doing really actually paying off from IdrA right now, because you can see that the roaches are doing a great job right now, and LiquidNazgul was like kind of waiting for the IdrA to break down the gateway, and IdrA Zerglings are getting over there in the field trying to focusing down as many units as they can, and LiquidNazgul willing to start blinking those units behind the buildings because the Zerglings are getting surrounded on those stalkers. And IdrA actually is going to be pushing back, but no, he actually decided to turn back. And look at this, LiquidNazgul microing his stalkers perfectly, pushing all of them back, trying to do as much damage as he can, trying to micro them as much as he can, dude. And he just going back, and IdrA is the one who's going to be turning back to his base. He's gonna be turning around, and these stalkers, blink stalkers, are great micro coming in from LiquidNazgul. And these overlords are in a bad placement right now from IdrA, and IdRA's gonna be losing 2 overlords. And no, he should not be allowed to lose those overlords to those stalkers that easily. And he really needs to start getting some more units to defend against this. He really needs to get some hydras, because the hydras are good against the stalkers. So he needs to get layer on the way, because it's going to be really hard for him to defend against the blink stalkers, because when your opponent has way too many blink stalkers, you're pretty much going to get owned by those dudes. And I guess IdRA's going to try to go for the expansion, going to break these rocks for no reason, or maybe because the opponent can blink up over here so he can get some view on a high ground or something like that. And LiquidNazgul is going to be pushing in with the pretty good army of stalkers, 14 stalkers so far, and there is more should be coming in reinforcement. This proxy pylon is finished at them. And yes, look at this, LiquidNazgul actually is blinking over here on a high ground, but the Zerglings are in a place, but I don't think there should be enough Zerglings to deal with those stalkers. And there's more stalkers coming in from LiquidNazgul, and man, IdrA has to be on a high ground at the same time to defend against this, and LiquidNazgul can just blink down and start attacking all the drones over here, because roaches, I don't think they can reach down those stalkers being in a placement like that. And look at this, LiquidNazgul has so many stalkers right now, and it's going to be really hard for IdrA to deal with, and these guys need to blink in, but the spine crawlers are doing a great job defending against this, and more roaches coming in from IdrA, but IdrA need more roaches because there's way too many stalkers. I don't think Zerglings should be good enough to deal with it, but no, IdRA's gonna try to push back, trying to defend against this attack from LiquidNazgul for as long as he can. But the proxy pylon is right over here, and there is more stalkers is being warped in right now, and they're blinking on the high ground, trying to do as much damage as they can. But IdrA gonna be pushing his drones away from the mineral line, and IdrA is just really in a tough position right now because it's really hard to deal with that many blink stalkers, and all the blink stalkers are blinking on the high ground and just gonna be going around behind the IdRA's back. And IdrA has no idea that this is happening right now until now, and all there is just Zerglings to deal with this, but there's not going to be enough Zerglings to deal with that many stalkers, and the roaches are going to try to go eye for an eye going towards LiquidNazgul's base, but IdrA actually is going to be GG'ing. So LiquidNazgul wins the best out of 3 game, and thank you for watching.